Do you want your boring old terminal to go from this to this? Then stay tuned. The bread and butter of a lot of developers is working with the terminal. You don't have to be a Vim wizard to know that handling the terminal well can increase your productivity as a developer. Becoming more familiar with common commands is one thing, but there are also other ways to supercharge your game. If you've never heard of iTerm2 or Oh-My-Zsh, let me quickly explain that to you. iTerm2 is a terminal emulator. It gives you additional functionality on top of your boring old terminal. What functionality, you may ask? I'll give you a few examples, but I'll add a link in the description for a full list of features. The ones I particularly like are split panes, which means multiple sessions in one window, autocomplete, in-terminal search, and also great configurability. Since macOS Catalina, ZSH is the standard console shipping with macOS. It has a lot of advantages over Bash, which I don't want to go into too much detail here. I think the creators of Oh-My-Zsh are putting it best on their website. Oh-My-Zsh will not make you a 10x developer, but you may feel like one. It's basically a supercharged version of ZSH and gives you many more configuration options, even the ability to use themes, which we'll do later. Are you convinced that you need this now? If yes, then go ahead. If no, then go ahead. I'll guide you through the process of installation now, and there are mainly 4 steps we need to take. First, we will need to install Homebrew. Second, we will install iTerm2. Third, we will install Oh-My-Zsh. And fourth, we will configure a theme. In our case, this will be Cobalt 2, but there are many others out there. So let's get started. Homebrew is a package manager for macOS. It helps you install packages, applications, and keep them up to date as well. Let's go to the website, and I'll put the link in the description. The recommended way of installing Homebrew is via this bash command. So let's copy this, nice confirmation, and paste it in the terminal. When we execute this command, and I already have it installed, we will have to confirm with our password and hit accept a few times. To confirm that the installation was successful, we type in brew -v. And as you can see, it has the latest version installed. A few other helpful commands are brew list to list the installed packages, brew update to update Homebrew to the latest version, and brew upgrade to upgrade the installed packages. If you want to read more documentation or learn about more commands, then I'll also link the page for that in the description. We can now go on to the next step, which is installing iTerm2. Luckily, this is done via brew, so let's see how we can do that. We can install packages by typing brew install --cask iTerm2. The cask parameter specifies that this is a graphical application. We hit enter and wait. It finished. Notice how it was actually smart enough to already move the app to the applications folder. Nice. Next we will install Oh-My-Zsh, but I want to quickly touch on what it really is. You can think of Oh-My-Zsh as sort of a framework on top of the original console ZSH. In the words of Wes Bos, you can think of ZSH as JavaScript, whereas Oh-My-Zsh is something like a framework on top, maybe React. He actually compared it to jQuery because it was already a few years ago. So let's look how we can install it. And of course, we head to their website first. As we can see, they also have a curl command. So let's copy that over, go to our terminal, and let's paste that here and execute it. And that already was everything. That looks really nice already. The last step is installing a theme. I really like the Cobalt 2 theme by Wes Bos. Here's an example of it. If you look at it, it has a nice balance of looking fancy, but also showing relevant information such as the folder name, the Git branch, and a nice color coding. Quick note, if you don't like this theme, you can also go to this website here, which is the GitHub page of Oh-My-Zsh Cheatsheet. I'll link that below. And there's a number of themes. Some look pretty similar. Some look completely different. Feel free to browse them. There's quite a few. And find the theme you like. There's a few steps we need to take here to install it. And we need to start from the GitHub repo, which I'll link in the description below. We will first need to download the repo or clone it if we like. I'll just download the zip file here. Next, we can open up iTerm2 for the first time. It doesn't look too fancy for now, but we'll get to that. We first need to copy the theme file over so that Oh-My-Zsh Cheatsheet will detect it. We can do this with the copy command. And we go from downloads, our recently downloaded zip folder. We select the Cobalt2 ZSH theme. And we copy that to the root, the Oh-My-Zsh Cheatsheet themes folder. We copy that over. Next, we need to activate this theme in the Oh-My-Zsh Cheatsheet source file. I'm using Vim, but you can use any text editor you like. So let's use .zshrc. And now we can see there's a bunch of information here, but what we want to do is we want to activate the Cobalt2 theme. Right now we have the Robbie Russell theme active, so let's change that to say Cobalt2. We save and quit Vim. Nothing changed. What happened? We can easily fix this by using the source command and updating syshrc. This will force an updated load of that. And once I execute this command, boom, we have a nice, well, semi-nice looking structure here. What's missing is Powerline. I'll add the link below. Powerline is basically the status line plugin we need right now to set the correct fonts here. When we go to installation, it tells us we can install it using pip. So let's do just that. So I have it configured as pip3, but you can also use the regular pip. And let's install it with the Powerline status command here. It's now successfully installed. Now we need to configure the right colors. We can now hit Command, comma, to bring up the preferences. And when we go to the Profiles tab, we see the currently selected profile, and we can now change to the Colors tab and import the cobalt2.iterm colors file, which is also located in the repo we just downloaded. I already did that, so I'll cancel that, and I don't want to add the duplicate one. But now what we can do is we can change to the theme. And as you can already see, it changes up quite a bit. But still the icons here are not looking good. So let's change that and go to the text one. And I have the font Monaco selected right now. But what we can do now is we can go to Inconsolata for Powerline and select that. And you already see it's switched up here. Now it knows the icons. The font is a little bit small per default, so let me quickly make that bigger for us. I think 22 should be nice. And as you can see, that's basically all it was, right? If you don't see the changes happening automatically, then you might need to restart iTerm2. That's it. We now have a nicely looking terminal. And we can even demonstrate this by, oh, wait a second. We don't need to type CD anymore. That's one of the superpowers here. So let's switch to developer, one of my projects. And we see now the path is looking very nice here. And we even see the current Git branch selected, which is super helpful in my opinion. Whoop, whoop. We did it! Or you did it if you followed along. We now have a nice, powerful terminal that looks a little bit fancy, but actually shows us very relevant information in our current workflow. If you want to go further, then please check out the additional functionality Oh-My-Zsh and iTerm2 give you, and I'll add links to that in the description below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to subscribe and like the video. And if you want to find me on Twitter, then I'll also share the link below. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.